guys, the old fat man here. Just doing a little update video. Well, it's not really an update video. I've been saying I'm going to make some more videos, and I'm going to try to do that. It's just been really difficult with my life and chaos and the fucking world and all that shit. You know how it is, people. You know how it is. I am going to do, I mentioned on Facebook I was going to do a top 10 movies you need to see before you die, before you expire. I took a lot of thought about that. I think I'm going to do very genre specific. I think I'm going to do like a top 10 action adventure, top 10 comedy, top 10 horror, top 10 sci-fi, and then I'm just going to do a very top 10. These are the movies I feel like impacted me, and I feel like they're just sort of essential. They're going to be very genre non-specific. So with that, I will get to it as soon as possible. I don't know. It's funny, the genre specific is I'm having a harder time with than anything. I didn't think I'd have a hard time with it, but I am. So I will get to all that. Hopefully over the next couple weeks, at least start getting some of those out. I might have to space them out over time, because I'm having a little bit of a hard time with that. This is more of just a show and tell, actually. I got some Blu-rays and I got some toys. Also want to mention a few things. On Amazon, they have a pre-release for Bride of Reanimator. It's an Arrow release. It's on Blu-ray, which I never thought they would do Reanimator on. Well, Bride of Reanimator, I actually did think at some point. I figured maybe Screen Factory or somebody would pick it up, but this release of Bride of Reanimator is the Blu-ray unrated version, the version no one's seen, I think. As far as I know, it doesn't exist. And this one's actually called the Director. If you go on Amazon, you can see it. I think it's like says Director Approved version or something along those lines. But it comes with the Blu-ray unrated, the DVD unrated, and the regular DVD rated R version. And it comes with tons of extras. It's pretty spendy. It's like $35, and it comes out in April. Early April, I think within the first 2 weeks of April. Also, Screen Factory's release of Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 comes out, I think, towards the end of that month in April. So I did pre-order that Screen Factory release. I also just pre-ordered, this has actually been a couple weeks ago. If you're a fan of a movie, I mentioned before in an earlier video, and I've really, it's one of the few DVD movies that I really wanted a Blu-ray copy, and I never thought anyone would, or I never thought it would get picked up at least, and that is My Science Project. This was late 80s, I think 88, 89, somewhere in there is when it came out. I love the movie. If you know what I'm talking about, then you'll be excited for this as well. It's on right now on Amazon. You can pre-order. It comes out February 16th. On Amazon, it's right now. It's like $9.98. But I would highly recommend picking that up because I have a feeling those true fans out there, and it does have a big fan base. Those people will be buying that up. I don't think it will be. There'll be a big product. What's the word I'm looking for here? I don't think there'll be a lot of copies made of it. I think it will go very quickly and sell out and be out of print very quickly. So if you are a fan of any of those, I think the Bride of Reanimator Arrow release, I think will go very quickly and become pretty much extinct right away. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 Screen Factory release, I think will probably be out for a while. And it's still kind of spendy too. It's like $34 on Amazon pre-order. The other thing about Amazon, if the price does come down between now and April, they'll readjust that price and lock you in, which is kind of nice about Amazon. Because I'm sure most of you, if you frequent Amazon, their prices fluctuate so badly. But yeah, let's get to it. I got a few Blu-rays to blow through here. On eBay this week, or actually not this week, a couple weeks ago actually, I got the remake of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I think I got this for like $3. I think it's just the Blu-ray. Yeah, it's just the Blu-ray. I dug it. I thought for the remake it was pretty decent. You know, there was some weird ones with Texas Chainsaw Massacre, like they did Next Generation with Matthew McConaughey and Renee Zellweger, which was just super bizarre. um, and then some of them that have come after this, there was like Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I think it was called The Beginning or something like that. Basically, for me, I really dug this. I mean, of course, the first Texas Chainsaw Massacre, which gets to my next one. I picked up this on eBay. This is the Ultimate Edition, a Blu-ray copy of this, of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. This is supposed to be the best version you can get on Blu-ray, as far as I've read on the internet. So I did get that. I have not watched this yet. I paid about $14, $15 free shipping. It was used. This is actually out of print and very hard to get a hold of actually now. This version of it. You can still get the Texas Chainsaw Massacre on Blu-ray, but not this version of it. I believe this comes with tons and tons of special features. There's a ton of stuff on this. So I'm very excited. But anyway, going on with the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, I feel like the first one, of course, is the best. The remake was pretty good, or you know, the remake of it. Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, which is fun, is a weird movie. It doesn't really fall into the horror. It's mostly satire, and it's kind of just, it's a comedy. It really was released as a comedy. You know, Hooper didn't, you know, he didn't want to make another Texas Chainsaw Massacre. He already done that, and so he didn't want to do another scary. And this is just Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. If you've seen it, which I'm sure all of you guys that are following me have, it's just super bizarre. And Dennis Hopper's in it, and he's super bizarre. And yeah, anyway. But yeah, when I get that, I'll let you guys know about that. So I got some. Also, I was in Target like a week ago, just browsing through on a Tuesday, like, or no, it was like it was like a Tuesday, and I was just looking through their like they have like a $5 $7.50 section of Blu-rays and stuff, and then I was walking out, I didn't find anything, and just out of the corner of my eye, in their like $10 section, I caught this, which I've talked about before. I didn't really care for it, but I just couldn't pass it up for $10, considering it was a steelbook, and that is The Lords of Salem. On a steelbook Blu-ray for $10, just in the wild. Like, you never see. First of all, you can go into a Target, probably 20, 30 Targets, and never find this movie on Blu-ray, let alone steelbook. And for $10, I was just like, it's not even open. I didn't even open it yet. I was just like, I'm not even gonna pass this up. Even if I can flip it at some point down the road, I'm going to keep it for now. Like, it was just weird. Yeah, you know, which actually I kind of debated whether or not I would just like flip it on eBay or something, but I thought maybe, well, I'll just open it and give it another look, because I only watched this once, and maybe I really just need to go back and view it again. I don't know, there was just something about it. I don't know. I dug all of his other movies, you know, and he's got the new one coming out called 31, which was, you know, it actually had to go through several different MPAA ratings to get an R rating. The first one was an NC-17, I believe, and so they had to cut a lot of the footage. And I'm hoping that Zombie will release 31 in the NC-17, or the, what I guess they call unrated version of that movie when it comes out, because I'm very excited for that one and upcoming movies. The next one was, I'd watched the trailer like a billion times, I swear. I was very excited about this movie. I heard a lot of good things about it. I just couldn't find it to just watch it. I couldn't find it streaming, even to pay. Like, you know, only this paid streaming sites. And I just really wanted to see it, and that's the Editor. I've heard a lot of good stuff about this. It's kind of an Italian homage to their slasher flicks over there. The trailer is super cool looking. I've heard nothing but good stuff about it. So I actually did get this on eBay. eBay or Amazon, but I paid like full price. I think I paid like $18 for this with free shipping or something like that. And it's a blind buy, and I have not had a chance to check it out yet. I'll let you know how it is. But I was just like, I'm going to take a chance on it. I really dug the trailer. Everyone had said good things about it. And so far, I can't complain. I haven't done any blind buy horror stuff lately that I didn't really enjoy. Which is another one. I tried to, my buddy Ryan Cruz, he mentioned Turbo Kid. And so I was looking on eBay for that. Amazon was sold out. I mean, it didn't have any copies on Amazon. eBay had they had a steelbook for like $34 and a couple of regular copies for like $29.99. I was just like, I don't want to blind buy and pay that much for a blind buy. But luckily it was on Netflix and I checked it out 2 nights ago, something like that. And I dug it. It's not one I would buy. Sorry, Ryan. I don't. My buddy Ryan thought it was the best movie of 2015. I couldn't say that. I really couldn't. And I think I've already talked about what some of my favorite films have been of this year. But it was fun. It was a really fun movie. If you right now it's on Netflix, check it out. Turbo Kid, very throwback movie. It incorporates so many '80s elements. I mean, it has everything about it scream. I mean, they're paying homage to 80s weirdness. I mean, there's homage to video games and BMX bikes and over-the-top horror and blood and this post-apocalyptic feel that a lot of the 80s movies had, and it has Michael Ironside in it, and the girl that plays in the movie with the kid, she's really funny and a really good actress. And it's just a bizarre movie, but it's a really fun. It's a lot of fun. There's no time during the movie does it try and take itself too seriously. It's very tongue-in-cheek, but it's a lot of fun. Just check that one out. Not a movie I'd probably buy at this point. I might give it another watch and see if it's like, I've got to purchase this type movie. But yeah, check that out, Turbo Kid. And the last movie I picked up this week, that actually just came today, is the Scream Factory release of People Under the Stairs. And of course, with Scream Factory, it's got, I reversed the cover, it's got the original one inside as well. And this is actually just the Blu-ray. Yeah, just the Blu-ray. Not a Blu-ray DVD combo, which is kind of weird. They usually do that, but that's okay. I actually just bought it to have it on Blu-ray. I didn't own it on DVD. I really love this movie. I saw this movie when I was about 13, and it was really, like I said, I saw this at a friend's house, like on a sleepover or something, and it's just, this was one of the first bizarre movies that dealt with some real adult subject matter that, and the funny thing is really, if you compare this to a lot of movies today, it's fairly timid. But it dealt with a lot of subject matter that it took a long time to be like, oh, okay, now I see what they were talking about here and what was really going on. But this is a really weird movie, one of Wes Craven's best movies that he did in the later 80s. I think actually this probably came out around 1990, 90-ish, 91 maybe. I don't know. 91. Yeah, it came out in 91. So, yeah, so that was it. That's all the Blu-rays I picked up this week. If you have never seen this movie, you absolutely should run out and get this. If you're a horror fan, this should be absolutely in your collection. No doubt about it. So I was out today, went to a couple of toy shops, went to GameStop. So in GameStop I found, I grabbed the Horror Mini Mysteries Series 2, so we're going to pop this open. I bought a few of these. The only one I'm really trying to get out of this, I'm not super into the mystery minis. Like, I do dig them, but there's only certain ones I want. And so I get a little frustrated with it. I've got the Creature from the Black Lagoon, the Gremlin. I've gotten the Cthulhu, but I'm not a fan of Cthulhu, so if anybody wants a Cthulhu to trade, I got that. And I did get the Alfred Hitchcock, which is one I actually did want. But really, for me, the only one left on here that I really want is the Pinhead. That's the one I've been really wanting to get. Nothing else here. Not really that big of a fan of. I was more of a fan of the Series 1 horror, but they're They're not for sale anymore. So we'll see what I got in my blind box here. I think this is Edward Scissorhand. Yep. Not the worst. Likeness? Robert Smith? Maybe. It is. Actually, Robert Smith of The Cure is the inspiration for Edward Scissorhand. Tim Burton's gone on record to say that several times. Actually, you know what? This is actually pretty cool. Edward Scissorhand 1 is pretty cool. I dig it. I definitely dig it. So that's cool. I'll keep him. Ooh, he does not stand well. Oh, easy there, guy. I got a few other things. At that same GameStop, I found the Reagan Exorcist pop, and that's got the just the cover for the movie on the back. It doesn't even list like the pops; it just has the cover, which that's the only one they were going to do, so I think that's good. So I found this at a GameStop, which is rare. This one actually, this pop is very, very difficult to find out in the wild. I've never run across it, and this is just in general. I think this will be one of those that disappears very quickly and probably won't be very easy to get your hands on in the future. And then I also, today, in the mail, it actually just came today too, I've been looking for this one. The price has definitely been going up. Actually, what was a reminder was about this was Mr. Tony the Dead. We were doing a trade. He goes, "Hey, do you have this pop?" And I go, "No, I wish. I've been looking for this one. It's really only on eBay now. You can't buy it on the Hot Topic website." Excuse me. And so I finally got on eBay one day, and all of a sudden, this is normally going for around $35 to $40 right now, but somebody threw one up for $24.99 with free shipping, and that is the Freddy with the syringes for hands. And just like the Reagan one, it's just the cut like a cover art type thing on the back. This is one of those. The price is really starting to creep up. In fact, I did see a couple even as high as $45 for this one. It got snatched up real quick at Hot Topic. They basically just disappeared. The only reason I got this one is I just happened to log on. It had just been listed. It had probably been on for maybe 20 or 30 minutes. And actually, it was very close by. It came out of the state of Washington, so that's why I got it so quickly. But it's very cool. It's very detailed. The paint looks awesome on it. I was very excited to get this one for my horror collection. This is because you guys know I'm a big Freddy fan. You know what, too? I don't think I ever showed off my glove after I got it signed. So as many of you know, I do have a Freddy Krueger glove, and when I was at this last Rose City Comic Con in September, I did get Robert Smith to sign that. And I don't even know if I talked. I might have mentioned this. It's funny. There's a high-end truffle candy boutique that sells like pop culture style chocolates, and I think I might have posted this on Facebook. But me and my girlfriend we bought them from them before. They were always at the con, and they actually had a Freddy Krueger. It's just his face with the hat, truffle. And so we were going to buy some, and I go, Robert Englund's right over there. And he literally was just right across the way. And she looked over, she says, "Oh my gosh, that's so cool." And I go, I said, I'd already had my glove signed by Robert. We had a conversation I talked to him about this really crazy event where, like, he was living in downtown Hollywood, and all of a sudden, Billy Idol comes screaming down the road and lost control of his motorcycle and crashed into a telephone pole, and he, ran down to help him, and Billy Idol was a total dickhead to him and just left his bike in the middle of the road and walked off, and, he didn't know what the hell happened to him. He was clearly injured, but he just didn't want any help. It was a really funny story the way Robert told it, too, and so I was kind of I had a really good time with Robert, and then we were buying the truffles, and I go, they were kind of spending. I said, "Look," I said, "if you give me everything I'm buying right now for half price, and you give me another one of the Freddy Krueger ones with your card, I'll take it over to Robert and I'll give it to him." And she goes, "Really?" And I go, "Yeah." So I paid for everything, got the truffle, and I ran back over to Robert, and he recognized me. He goes, "Oh, you're back," because I stood off kind of the side, and I was talking to his handler, and he goes, "Is something wrong?" And I go, "No, no, no, I just wanted to give you something." And so I walked up with this and showed him. He's like, "Oh, this is so awesome," and he was like really appreciative. And I explained, like, "Yeah, those people over there are selling it, and I got them to give me one for free." It was like, "Oh." He's like, "You're the best." So it was a very cool interaction to have with Robert England, and so that was very cool. And he is, Robert England is a super nice guy. If you ever get a chance to meet him, definitely don't miss out on that. And this is the last Funko item I got. And I got this on Hot Topic. They do some kind of like hot cash, or I don't know. They give you $15 towards the purchase of a $30 item. This item had been $32, so I got 15 off, so I got it for $17. And that is the Ant-Man and Anthony little deal here. And I was really happy with this. This thing is really, really cool. Very detailed. A lot bigger than I thought it would be. It's just very cool. It's very, the ant is super detailed. The body of it's so much bigger than I thought it would be. You know, this thing is, maybe the camera doesn't really capture it, but it truly is. I mean, it's very good size. These are really disappearing quickly. They're very hard to find. I don't even know who would sell these. I think I did see one. I did see one in Hot Topic, but the box was super banged up. So I did order this just because I had the $15 off, and so it made it. But on eBay, I've never seen these below $36 right now. So these, if you're a huge fan of Ant-Man, which I was really shocked by how well they did the storyline of that. The acting was great. It was super funny. At no time did that movie get super serious, and I really enjoyed it. So that was everything, guys. I am heading to Wizard World Portland Comic Con on February 20th. Normally we go up for Friday and Saturday, but with work I could only get Saturday. So I am going up Saturday to Portland Comic Con. I'm getting a comic book signed by Elvira. I'm getting a photo op with Elvira. I'm getting a Star Trek comic book signed by William Shatner. And my fiance is getting a comic book signed by the guy that plays Spike from Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Drawing a blank here. Anyway, James Marsters, sorry about that. James Marsters is, she's going to get a comic book signed by him. She's a big fan. She's got, I think she's gotten four of the cast members. So this will be the 5th cast member from Buffy the Vampire Slayer that she's met and gotten a comic signed by them. So we'll have lots and lots to show. I'm sure when we get back from that. And like I said, I'll be trying to do some more videos this week. So that's everything, guys. I will have hopefully something up next week. So take it easy.